This documentary about overcoming life's darkest moments isn't on Netflix, and that's exactly why you need to watch it. Look, I've been through my share of tough times, and I'm tired of watching feel-good fluff that barely scratches the surface. My Silver Lining documentary on lrodvinetwork.com is different. It's raw, real, and completely transformative. This isn't some glossy production designed to make you feel better for 30 minutes. It digs deep into what it actually takes to turn your pain into purpose. The storytelling is so powerful that mainstream platforms wouldn't touch it. But that's their loss and your gain. You get exclusive access to stories that will genuinely shift your perspective on adversity. I watched it 3 times because each viewing revealed something new about resilience. The convenience of streaming it on lrodvinetwork.com means you can pause, rewind, and really absorb these life-changing insights. Don't settle for surface-level inspiration when you can access something that actually moves the needle. Head to lrodvinetwork.com right now and discover the documentary everyone's missing.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Thirsty Topics. Hey, Meryl.
Hey.
How are you doing today?
Good. I really like this hat. I wear it all the time for our recording.
Oh, nice. There you go. That means I got to get you.
I feel like
I got to get you a Thirsty Topics hat then.
Oh my gosh, I would love that. I would absolutely love that. Please, we need hats, and we need our fans and listeners and friends to wear the hats too.
So, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I feel like I'm chilling. I've had a little bit too much caffeine, but I feel like it will make for at least an exciting episode.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
I'm like, exactly. I'm like, what's bad for my nervous system is good for podcasting, so we're good. How are you?
Doing fantastic. I cannot complain. It's starting to warm up, getting near in the 40s and 50s. You can actually tell we're in the Midwest when we call 40s and 50s warm. So
exactly. So funny. Well, I'm gonna start us off this week if that's cool with you.
Absolutely.
Now, the Washington Post has had a crazy amount of layoffs. Last week they laid off, I think it was 80,000 people or something like that. And the chief executive stepped down after mass layoffs. William Lewis said in a message to staff that it was the right time to leave and that difficult decisions had been made to ensure the paper's future. The newspaper had announced on Wednesday that it was cutting a third of its workforce, dramatically scaling back its coverage of sport and international news. Obviously, the Post's new owner is none other than Jeff Bezos. So, of course, that's going to be just weird. And in theory, they were saying that Jeff Bezos bought the Post to save it, but I don't know, saving it means, it might be 8,000 people and not 80,000 people. That would be a little crazy. But either way, it's a lot of people. And I don't know, do you think with this kind of stuff, it's just better for a CEO to step down for the optical reasons? Or do you think they were like, hey, you have to do it our way? And he said, absolutely not. And then it became kind of more of a leadership type thing.
I would say it's probably the latter of the two. Typically, when there's a major change in ownership or even in management, we see this from big, large corporations to small mom and pop type companies. Generally, they make massive changes, and sometimes it rubs the workers the wrong way. And as a result, something has to give in that point. Obviously, the owners of the company, they have more skin in the game, so they can call more shots as far as what the direction is. But you're starting to see this a whole lot, Meryl, where AI is really, and again, I don't know if that's what this situation is, but AI in general has taken a lot of jobs in a very short period. I'm pretty shocked at how many jobs were lost because of AI so far this year, and we're only in February.
Definitely. Also, I'm so sorry, you guys. This is so funny. It was actually 800 people. So my mass layoffs went literally. I hope if people are listening, I mean, hopefully they're listening, but please laugh at me right now. Where like it went from literally 80,000 people to 800 to now 80, but 800. But clearly, I don't have what it takes to even have worked at the Washington Post and but anyway, it looks like about 800 people have been let go, which obviously is still a ton. Whether it's 800, that's a lot of unemployed journalists now, especially in an industry that's not how you said it's getting replaced a lot by AI. So they can't just like 800 of them cannot just jump easily into their next role.
Yeah. Does it say if AI played any part in these layoffs or?
Really anything of it. I mean, I think they probably are going to, but I think they had said these people have been working there, especially in the sports department for so long that they needed to kind of like trim the fat type of thing, that there's just been a lot of people and they want to like make it leaner. But that's so sad. And of like all the changes that we need, I just think a legacy paper, we don't need to start slashing everyone.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, when there's a takeover, I don't know why, but that seems to be the first thing, start chopping, without even getting to know the culture or just trying to see, okay, what can we improve? Sometimes, chopping people off is you're chopping away all that experience too. So you definitely got to be real careful about that. Um, I don't know. It's just crazy.
Yep. Oops. I just went away. Am I back to you now?
Yep, you are back.
Okay. Yay.
So very, very interesting. Well, talk about interesting. Well, everyone knows that Valentine's Day is upon us right now,
Woohoo!
and McDonald's has a very interesting thing that they're doing. McDonald's is giving away free caviar on Valentine's Day.
What?
Now, just as a disclaimer, I've never had caviar in my life, and honestly, because I know what it is, I have never had a desire to try. Have you
I
ever had
know.
caviar?
Yeah, I have had it, and it's definitely not of all the like foo kind of foods. That is not the most impressive. I'd rather have like a fatty steak.
So it sounds like I should not even try that then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not. I feel like if people don't want little like fish bubbles popping in their mouth, you're not missing much.
Well, McDonald's is offering a few customers a very special Valentine's meal this year: chicken McNuggets and caviar. Why does that not look appealing to me? But it could be just me. Uh, but starting at 11 a.m., which it actually started this week on Tuesday, McDonald's is giving away a limited number of kits, including caviar and a gift card for McNuggets at McNuggetCaviar.com countdown. This giveaway underscores the lit restaurants and retailers are going to grab customers' attention, hoping the dollars will follow. As consumers remain gloomy about the economy and keep a higher hold on their paychecks. I don't know. This is kind of gimmicky. I
I
don't think this.
know.
I mean, what do you think, Meryl? Would you take the free caviar and nuggets?
No, definitely not. Like, I think there's other ways that they can make everyone feel good and like celebrate the holiday without kind of, having this weird thing in it too. I'd much rather like, yeah, like free, everyone gets like free chicken nuggets for today or something, or, like you buy one, get one free type of thing. I feel like there's other gimmicks that they could have other than like random caviar.
I mean, granted, I've never had caviar before, but I would think that caviar nuggets would probably have you in the bathroom, and I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I could be totally wrong, but it's not the first thing that comes in mind when I think of Valentine's Day.
No, and a lot of people will put like creme fresh cheese on it too, and I'm like, that would just send me straight to, wherever.
So let me ask you this, Meryl. If your boyfriend were to surprise you with caviar and nuggets, would you be happy or would you be pissed?
I would I would say like let's just go to a restaurant instead, a fancy restaurant. I'd
Good.
say
That's
hold the
good.
caviar, but yeah, I'd say like I'd rather just go to Red Lobster or something together.
I don't blame you. I mean, is the caviar kind of expensive or is it not?
Yeah, I mean, there's different. It's definitely expensive, but there's different like levels too. Like there at the grocery store, you can get a small tin. They're like affordable. I'm saying that with quotes, kind for like 17 or $20, and of course, we know they go all the way up to like insane hundreds of dollars types of things.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how well this goes, but ugh, not my cup
Ugh,
of tea.
me neither. Well, I think I have something else that's also maybe not your cup of tea. Um, lately recently there was a drama at a nudist resort in California when the residents were furious after the property owner demanded that they put clothes on and cut off power. So some residents of a California nudist resort experienced birthday suit blues after the owners of the property allegedly cut their power for refusing demands to clothe themselves. Since its nudist roots in 1952, owners of the ranch enacted a textile policy months ago, forcing residents to clothe themselves in public. The residents then sued the owners, alleged that they violated their civil rights, and it's just been a mess. So, right, I want to see them go to court, and I want a bunch of nudists like to walk into the court naked.
This documentary about overcoming life's darkest moments isn't on Netflix, and that's exactly why you need to watch it. Look, I've been through my share of tough times, and I'm tired of watching feel-good fluff that barely scratches the surface. My Silver Lining documentary on LRODTVNetwork.com is different. It's raw, real, and completely transformative. This isn't some glossy production designed to make you feel better for 30 minutes. It digs deep into what it actually takes to turn your pain into purpose. The storytelling is so powerful that mainstream platforms wouldn't touch it. But that's their loss in your game. You get exclusive access to stories that will genuinely shift your perspective on adversity. I watched it 3 times because each viewing revealed something new about resilience. The convenience of streaming it on LRODTVNetwork.com means you can pause, rewind, and really absorb these life-changing insights. Don't settle for surface-level inspiration when you can access something that actually moves the needle. Head to LRODTVNetwork.com right now and discover the documentary everyone's missing.
Well, maybe it's me, but if doing it for so many years, why all of a sudden he has a problem now? Or is it just me?
Yeah, I know. I just think if you're gonna live on a nudist colony, it's fine. Like, but just leave everyone alone. And I do agree that if you own a property that is a nudist property, you kind of have to like let that be.
I mean, I don't know. In the name, nudist colony. So I would think you kind of know what
Yeah,
you're getting. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be totally wrong. So,
exactly.
hey, Meryl, what's the address there? No, I'm just kidding.
But it's always the people at nudist colonies that we don't want to see, right? It's like there's never like a hot version of it. Like I can guarantee, I mean, no offense if anyone's into that, but there was like a nudist cruise that I heard of, and I'm like, I just know already I don't want to be on it. But hey, good for people. I'm for it. People letting it all hang out. I like it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, hey, if it floats your boat, or whatever. But I don't see how that owner's going to win that fight because if they've been, if he's renting out in a nudist resort, wouldn't
Yeah,
you expect people to walk around with no clothes? Maybe I'm oversimplifying it, but it just tells me that there's something else going on because why all of a sudden you got a problem?
definitely. And if they're cutting the power off and everything, then they can probably argue that they're making it like inhabitable for the people. So I'm on team nudist.
But actually, you know what? You got a good point because here's the thing: if they're paying their rent and everything, and they're carrying on the way they've normally been carrying on, yeah, that
Yeah.
owner's going to have issues, big time.
Yep. So funny.
Well, talk about issues. I know that we've been talking a lot about AI lately, and Amazon has announced that they will now use AI in their film and TV production.
Ooh.
Now, I know this has been a hot topic for some time now, but Amazon MGM Studios is formally integrating artificial intelligence into its film and television production processes, launching a dedicated AI studio to accelerate workflows, reduce costs, and streamline productions. The initiative, led by veteran executive Albert Chang, aims to use AI to enhance rather than replace human creative roles in pre and post productions. I'm curious, Meryl, what do you think about this?
I mean, I think it's scary just the way that we talked about like AI taking a lot of people's jobs away already. And I think people are going to have to get smarter about signing their contracts too, because it's like if you sign up for one gig and then they're going to want to use your AI likeness for everything. And then all of a sudden you're going to be like a hologram in a commercial without even knowing it or, agreeing to it. So I don't like it. Like, I think we're also just it's going to be enough is enough where we just see too many like TV shows and podcasts. And I think there's going to be a large section of people that just want like real, actual humans.
That's true. That's true. And the thing is too is that intellectual property is a real hot button when it comes to the entertainment industry because you got a great point. You go in, you play this part or this role, and then all of a sudden you find out that either your voice, your likeness, or both are being used in something else, and you have not done that project. So, it seems like almost like those lines are starting to get blurred a little bit.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I do think it's going to start happening in everywhere. Like I could see morning radio being more like automated. And even little things like the grocery store, the shopping cart or the checkout, like I still try to use an actual human. And I just think our entertainment, we don't want like robot people doing it with people.
I agree. I mean, to me, I think AI is a tool. If
Yeah.
you want to use it in a creative process of doing things, that's one thing. But if you're trying to replace actual real actors and actresses and voiceover artists and stuff like that, one, I don't think we're there yet. And then two, I think you're starting to get into that blurred line there when it goes to being able to protect your intellectual property, you yourself, and the studios wanting to, let's be honest, cut costs whatever they can. So
Yeah.
I think this is going to open up a lot of wounds, and there's definitely going to be a lot more talk about this.
We will not AI ourselves. We're the real humans right now.
Yes, yes, that is true. But wow.
Soon there'll be movie theaters yeah, I bet there'll be choices of like human movies, like well, one real actual human entertainment that I really like, even though they're cartoons, but is the Simpsons. And I don't know if you've heard this theory that they've been predicting the future, like whether it's Donald Trump being president or just little details, big details here and there, but it's been crazy. Where now they just dug up, fans claim that a 25-year-old episode about crazy creeps on an island was inspired by Epstein. Is this one of those kind of like life imitates art type of things? The Simpsons has been known as the pop culture oracle, credited for predicting everything from COVID to AI. Now they were saying that there's like in an episode called The Computer Wore Menace Shoes, which aired in 2000, Homer discovers the internet and starts a gossip blog, which I think is very funny. And then pretty much like there's an island, he escapes to a shady island and issues a warning on his website about some creeps on an island somewhere who are secretly running the world. Now, to me, this is like less about future prediction and more just, these writers are in Hollywood. So even in 2000, they probably knew about some weird things that were going on. And it's probably just like known stuff in the industry. So it's less about them being time travelers and more just them knowing about, probably being in more of like an inside loop than we all are.
That's true. That's true because it's amazing how art sometimes mimics life and vice versa. And there's some things that the Simpsons have done over the years where it kind of makes you go, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, as you was reading that, I had thoughts of, because I know there was this big hearing that took place over the last couple of days, where a
Yep.
big official got into a lot of trouble, and they were talking about Epstein's Island and stuff like that, and how these very powerful people didn't have anything to do with them, they didn't know them, and then all of a sudden the unredacted stuff comes out and find out that yeah, they kind of lied about that. But I don't know. I think the Simpsons, and actually the Simpsons, and I think Family Guy to some point, they do really good at I don't know if they just get lucky or if they have an inside track.
Yeah,
But there have been
exactly.
times where they were like dead on with that episode. Like, wow.
Exactly. I also think a lot of the writers too are like just nerdy people that happen to be in like LA or New York, so they're tapped into a lot of like nerd intelligent culture. So I think it's like they probably are keen on what's going on in the world and especially just like pop culture and topical issues. So I think it's like that, and they just have like some of the smartest brains and people working on it that like just probably have a sense of what's happening.
That's true. That's true. Well, if we want to know the future, we need to make sure we keep watching The Simpsons and Family Guy, right?
Exactly. Those drooling aliens on the Simpsons too. I hope that's what aliens are going to look like when they finally land.
Well, we are going to end mine on a very positive note. So, a 13-year-old boy speaks out after swimming miles to save his family stranded at sea.
Wow.
So, this young man, he's a 13-year-old Australian boy. Austin, which is his name, and his family, including his mom, Joanne Appleby, and his two younger siblings, said they were on a beach trip on January 30th and had taken a kayak and two inflatable stand-up paddle boards out into the ocean. They said that they had planned to stay out in the water for about an hour. Initially, the family said that the ocean was calm, but then the weather suddenly changed and their kayak flipped over and started to take on water. So Appleby said at first she tried to tow the two paddle boards and the two younger children, but after the kayak began filling with water, she decided to send Austin ahead and paddle to shore to get help. So Austin, who first learned how to swim at age 4, said that he focused on happy thoughts like thinking about his family and friends and his favorite Thomas the Tank Engine character. So,
Aw, that's sweet.
he initially started traveling to shore with the kayak, but while fighting waves, he decided to abandon it and swim by himself. And then finally, he said he just made it to shore and just collapsed. That is an
Oh,
incredible story.
wow, that is. Oh my gosh. What like a heroic person.
Yeah, I mean, kind of a lot for a 13-year-old,
I
Um,
know. Those parents did a good job to raise a boy that would not only be able to like react a certain way in such a crisis mode, but like do the right thing and be mature enough to know what to do and even just try it. That's amazing.
that's true. Um, don't know why they would take kayaks into the middle of an ocean, but hey, everybody's got their thing, as they say.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
When,
I
when
don't
I was
know.
13, I could have not trusted, even though I was a lifeguard at some point, my parents would have not wanted me to help.
I hear you. That's a lot of bravery for a 13-year-old. A lot of bravery.
Yep.
Well, Meryl, what do you have coming up?
Well, I'm going to promote one, which is good. This one is kind of far out, but March 18th, Wednesday, March 18th, I'm back down in San Diego, one of my favorite places, obviously, that I go a lot, San Diego. And it's so fun. It's my friend Jesse Egan's show, and it's called the Lazy River Show. He loves one of my best friends loves lazy rivers, so he created this whole big show. I wish we were on a river, but it's a regular stand-up show. And that is in San Diego, and that's Wednesday, March 18th. and it's at it's in San Diego. So if you just, if you want to come, just message me and I can send people the details.
That sounds great. If you're in San Diego, make sure you go see Meryl.
Yeah, and this is a really fun one of a lot of my guy friends, so it's very fun.
Oh, nice. Well, everyone, thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you for watching and listening to us. We really appreciate
Yes.
the way that everyone comes out support us. Thank everyone for the comments that you leave on our social media. I do read those. And
Yay, thank you.
most of them are great comments, and we've had some animated. Well,
oh my God, I'm sorry if I set people off. Please never be mean to Lawrence and just take it out on me. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. In fact, I made this decide one of these days just to have an episode just addressing some of the comments. They would be hilarious, let me tell you.
Oh my God. They're not mean to you because of my beliefs, are they?
Some are good, and some of them are like, wow.
Really? Okay. Oh no, I'm sorry.
But no, for the most part, they're all great comments. Some of them are really hilarious, though.
Okay. Just everyone, whatever you do, please be nice to Lawrence because he's the nicest person in the whole wide world.
Oh, thank you, Meryl. I appreciate that.
I mean it. You deserve no hate. I deserve 18% hate.
No, you don't. Well, everyone, thank you again for supporting us. I'm Lawrence Elrod.
And I'm Meryl Klimo.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
This documentary about overcoming life's darkest moments isn't on Netflix, and that's exactly why you need to watch it. Look, I've been through my share of tough times, and I'm tired of watching feel-good fluff that barely scratches the surface. My Silver Lining documentary on elrodthenetwork.com is different. It's raw, real, and completely transformative. This isn't some glossy production designed to make you feel better for 30 minutes. It digs deep into what it actually takes to turn your pain into purpose. The storytelling is so powerful that mainstream platforms wouldn't touch it. But that's their loss and your gain. You get exclusive access to stories that will genuinely shift your perspective on adversity. I watched it 3 times because each viewing revealed something new about resilience. The convenience of streaming it on elrodthenetwork.com means you can pause, rewind, and really absorb these life-changing insights. Don't settle for surface-level inspiration when you can access something that actually moves the needle. Head to elrodthenetwork.com right now and discover the documentary everyone's missing.